People avoid eye contact with you. They sense the weight of your presence, the sharpness of your gaze, and the clarity of your mind. A person who knows himself does not look away. He stands firm, steady, unwavering. If they fear your eye, it is not because you are cruel, but because you are clear. Your presence alone demands a response, a reckoning with self. It forces others to confront their own insecurities, their own doubts, their own lack of confidence. Do not shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Do not soften your focus to ease their uncertainty. Let them adjust or let them leave, but never diminish who you are. The world does not need more people who cower. It needs those who stand with unwavering certainty in their purpose. You speak with certainty, and it unsettles others. Many speak only to be heard, but you speak because you know. When you open your mouth, you do not waste words. You are precise, measured, and deliberate. Some find this unnerving because they are used to noise, not clarity. They fear the weight of truth because they are accustomed to the lightness of lies. You do not dilute your speech to accommodate their discomfort, nor do you hesitate when you know you are right. Speak as you must, not as they wish. If your words cause discomfort, so be it. A mind disciplined in reason does not shape itself to the chaos of others. Your voice carries weight, and those who cannot bear it will seek to silence you. Let them try. A strong voice cannot be muted by the weakness of others. People assume you are judging them. It is not your fault that they feel exposed in your presence. When a person has trained their mind to be still, they see through the illusions others wear. The insecure will believe you are dissecting them, but you are merely observing. You are not cruel, nor are you condemning. You simply recognize what is. You see the gaps in their character, the inconsistencies in their words, the contradictions they have yet to resolve. A strong mind does not seek to please, but to perceive. If this unsettles others, let them be unsettled. Your task is to see, not to reassure. When you walk with clarity, it becomes a mirror for others. Some will embrace it, others will run from it. That is not your concern. Clarity is its own power, and power does not ask for permission to exist. You do not entertain trivial conversations. You have no time for idle gossip or meaningless chatter. Your words serve a purpose, and when they do not, you embrace silence. This is power. The weak seek to fill silence with noise. The strong know silence is a force of its own. Your mind is focused on higher matters, on things that build, that create, that refine. When you refuse to participate in shallow distractions, others may call you cold, but that is their weakness, not yours. A focused mind does not wander into meaningless exchanges. You are not here to entertain the small minds of those who fear depth. Stay sharp, stay deliberate, and let the world adjust to your presence. Your silence speaks volumes, and those who fear depth will always mistake it for arrogance. Let them. You are not here to be understood by all. You are here to be true to yourself. You are comfortable in solitude. Most fear being alone because they fear their own thoughts. You do not. You have tamed your mind and made it your ally. Your solitude is not loneliness, it is strength. You do not chase company for validation, nor do you dilute your presence to fit into the company of those who lack discipline. This intimidates those who depend on others to define them. But a man who knows himself does not need the approval of the crowd. Stand alone if you must, for the world follows those who do not fear solitude. In solitude, you refine yourself. You sharpen your edge. You build the unshakable foundation upon which true confidence stands. Solitude is not a prison, it is a sanctuary. And those who cannot face themselves will never understand its power. You do not tolerate excuses. You recognize them for what they are, chains that keep a person bound to weakness. Those who make excuses fear accountability. When they see that you refuse to accept such limitations, they feel judged. But you do not judge, you expose. You show that the only true prison is the mind unwilling to act. This makes you intimidating to those who prefer comfort over growth. Let them be uncomfortable. If your discipline offends their idleness, then so be it. A person committed to their purpose has no time for the chains of excuses. The road to greatness is paved with discomfort, and those who fear that discomfort will always find reasons to avoid it. But you do not make room for weakness. You demand more from yourself and from those around you, and that is why you stand apart. You do not seek approval. You do not need permission to be who you are. You do not shrink for acceptance, nor do you bend for validation. You move forward with or without applause, because your path is not dictated by the weak desires of others. Those who crave approval will call you arrogant, but arrogance is excess confidence without reason. You have reason, you have proof, you have results. Their discomfort is not your burden. A man who walks his path with conviction does not ask if others approve. He simply walks. The approval of others is fleeting, and you do not chase what does not last. Your validation comes from your own progress, your own discipline, your own mastery of self. The world will either follow or it will resist. But either way, you will not waver. You embrace discomfort. Where others flee from struggle, you welcome it. You know that growth is born in adversity, and so you do not avoid hardship. You embrace it. This unsettles those who seek an easy road. They call you harsh, unyielding, even reckless, but they do not understand that comfort is a slow poison, and you refuse to drink it. Your willingness to face difficulty makes them question their own weakness, and so they call you intimidating. Let them. The fire that forges steel does not apologize for its heat. You do not chase the path of least resistance. You forge your own path through hardship, through challenge, through the very fires that others fear. Growth is your only measure of success, and pain is the price you are willing to pay. You are not controlled by emotions. The world is loud with feelings, with reactions, with people who cannot control themselves. You are different. You feel, but you are not ruled by what you feel. You think before you act. You choose reason over reaction. This makes you dangerous to those who live at the mercy of their impulses. They will call you emotionless, but this is not true. You feel deeply, but you are not a slave to those feelings. A strong mind does not surrender to momentary impulses. Master yourself, and you will master the world. Emotions are powerful tools, but only when wielded with discipline. You do not suppress them. You channel them, you use them, you make them serve your purpose rather than be ruled by them. That is why you stand firm when others fall.